Guyanese will have to wait a while longer for the declaration of results of the 2020 general and regional elections. This is so because the Caribbean Court of Justice on Tuesday afternoon granted an interim injunction against the Elections Commission, its officers, and agents, preventing them from taking any step to prejudice the fair hearing of the application filed, including but not limited to issuing a declaration of the election results until the court issues final orders, subsequent to a hearing and determination of the questions raised before it. The PPPC's Bharat Jagdeo and Irfan Ali are listed as the applicants to the appeal, which was filed on the 23rd of June, while Eslyn David, the Chief Elections Officer Keith Lowenfield, Chairman of the Elections Commission Justice Claudette Singh, retired, the Elections Commission and the Attorney General Basil Williams, among others, are listed as the respondents. The incumbent administration is arguing, however, that the Caribbean Court of Justice does not have jurisdiction to hear the matter, given that Article 177 and Paragraph 4 of the Constitution of Guyana states, "The Court of Appeal shall have exclusive jurisdiction to hear and determine any question as to the validity of the election of a president insofar as that question depends upon the qualification of any person for election or the interpretation of this Constitution, and any decision of that court under this paragraph shall be final." The administration strengthened its argument by highlighting number 3 in paragraph 4, section 2 of the Caribbean Court of Justice Act of 2004, which states, "Nothing in this act shall confer jurisdiction on the court to hear matters in relation to any decision of the Court of Appeal, which at the time of entry into force of this act was declared to be final by any law." The attorney, Basil Williams, shared the following comment in a telephone interview regarding this piece of legislation.
The first thing a court has to determine is whether it has jurisdiction to proceed on a matter, proceed to hear a matter. So they wouldn't be able, one wouldn't be able to encourage the CCG in this regard to hear such a matter.
Co-campaign manager of APNU AFC, Joseph Harmon, lent support to the Attorney General's claims that the CCJ does not have jurisdiction to hear the matter before it.
With respect to the jurisdiction of the CCJ, but clearly in a matter like this, where the Court of Appeal is deemed to be the final court, that is in the law itself, the final court in this particular type of matter, that is CCJ has no jurisdiction.
Leader of the opposition and PPP General Secretary is, however, adamant that the case could be appealed at the level of the CCJ.
This decision on jurisdiction is appealable and may very well end up in the Caribbean Court of Justice.
The court has set Thursday for a virtual case management conference to be held with a view to a proposed hearing to be held next Wednesday. It is not usual for appellate courts, once an appeal has been brought before it, to issue a temporary order, bringing a halt to all ongoing procedures under contention until a decision has been made as to whether the court has jurisdiction to preside over the matter. Reporting for HGP Nightly News, Wendell Badrie.